Opinion on The Rock, as far as I know, Sheets have said you guys have personal heat.
Me and Rocky?
I don't know how true it is. I mean,
Really?
I don't know. It's comments you made on Bite This. As far as I don't know exactly what was said.
I didn't make any comments about Rocky.
Maybe it was
Who was Steve? It was me saying that.
Triple H should have the belt or something.
Yeah, Steve should have done the job too. Right.
Right.
Yeah, that was me fucking around on Bite This
Okay.
at my house.
Right.
You know, Steve didn't know. You know, because I a couple months went by and I was in Ross and everybody's telling me Steve didn't like, so I called him and said, "Steve, you got a problem with what?" That's what I said on Bite This. What'd you say? He goes, "Steve didn't know." I said, "Well, I said this." He goes, "Well, fuck no. What do I care?" He goes, "What were you doing? Sitting at the house fucking around?" I said, "Of course." You know, no, and that's why I like Steve, because he doesn't get caught up in all that kind of stuff. Steve Austin can be Steve Williams when he's here, home in San Antonio, and he can be stone cold at work. And that's what I like about him. He can separate the two, and he knows very well that I like him a great deal. Could care less who in the fuck he jobs to and who he doesn't. And then I'm sitting at my house with my feet up on the phone, fucking around, because I do that on all that stuff, all that internet stuff. I always fuck with people because they take it and they run. It keeps your name out there.
Right. What's your opinion on The Rock?
I like Dwayne. He's a nice kid. I thought shit. He showed me a whole nother side on Saturday Night Live. I thought he did fantastic.
Right.
I thought it was a riot. So I like him. You know, the problem I have is, you know, with wrestling in general, and that's that. Believe it or not, I can't believe it, but I think my traditionalist side of me is starting to come out a little bit. You know what I mean? I miss some of the, you know, the good old wrestling every now and then. And it's funny because I'm a guy. I am one of the very main players, if not the main player, that made it go the other direction.
Are you surprised at Hunter's success?
No, not at all. No, I'm not surprised of anybody's success that's there now. Like, think about it. I can't think of, you know, and that is what I do. Like, I can't think of anybody there right off hand that isn't in the spot that they're in that shouldn't be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Most, if not all of them, have earned it, and the ones that may or may not have earned it, you know, came from some other place and were big, so we have to at least use them. You know, but I like, you know, Hunter's talented. I knew he'd be a world champion someday, no doubt.
When Owen Hart came back to the company, because he eventually walked out after the whole thing happened, he started, I guess you guys did a quick angle between the two of you, and it was switched over from you and Owen to Hunter and Owen. Why was that?
Because they just wanted those two to work with each other. Owen didn't like that, Owen knew that. Owen and I talked beforehand, and you know, he said, and Owen was always
Business.
Yeah, the very smart one of the family, could separate one from the other. What was important to Owen was his family and all that stuff. So we went over that, but he knew there was only going to be one match with me, and then would go off with Hunter. He didn't like that because he wanted to work with the main event. But you know, Vince wanted a way to get Hunter over. But there was no one saying, because I loved working with Owen, you know, but Vince didn't think Owen was main event material. You know, Owen fell into the same thing that Davey fell into. Could have good matches, boom, would get that one shot, but could never get that long program with the main event guy. And Owen's a great worker, but he did, you know, he didn't eat, sleep, and drink wrestling either. He was the guy, you know, and that's one thing he and Brett did have in common. He was the kind of guy that came and said, "What have you got for me?"
Right.
Instead of, you know, "Here's what I'd like to do, here's some ideas," and stuff like that. So what hurt Owen was that he wasn't forceful enough in pushing for the things that he wanted. But the Hunter and Owen angle was just, that's where they wanted things to go. There was never any friction whatsoever between me and Owen at all.
Where were you, I guess, like when you